All right, y'all, we are back. It is, what day is it? Tuesday. Wow, it is only Tuesday. My brain hurts a lot today. We took our meetings and we had a very long call block, so I've been looking at my phone for way too long and dialing way too much numbers and talking to way too many people. So I'm a little bit brain fried right now. So this is the best time to get outside of the room because otherwise the rest of my evening will mellow into me being so unproductive and just laying in bed and watching TV and doing nothing. So our plan right now is to get to the gym. We got back day today, just only back. I don't think we're gonna do much biceps today. And then we got our Japanese. All we have left for chapter 3 is we're going through verb conjugation one more time with the eru verbs and the ichidan and godan verbs, I believe. So we got that. We got our Wanikani. We got some workbook work we're going to be doing as well. And then we're going to be finishing Made in Abyss tonight, hopefully. We probably won't finish it because it was 13 episodes, so we'll probably get through half of it. But that's our plan for the evening, so let's go be productive. All right, y'all, we are back from the gym. We had a big back day, and I am absolutely burnt out. This is actually, I want to say my third day without caffeine, which is very impressive. And it's not like I've been meaning not to drink caffeine. It's just I've been waking up, and instead of getting coffee, I've just been getting on the road right away. So, hey, I mean, my energy is in the gutters, but that workout definitely revived us a little bit. We just got out of the shower, and now we're ready to get some studies in. So, got about an hour of studying as always. We're going to do our katakana, we're going to do our kanji, we're going to do a couple notes on vocabulary, verb conjugation, just because I really want to make sure I have all of that understood before I move on to the next lesson. But then from there, I believe it's Tuesday, so like the next 3 to 4 days is literally just reviewing the material we've done so far, chapters 1 through 3. Doing all the workbook exercises, doing all the listening practices, making sure I have a full comprehension. And then, next week we're starting chapter 4, which is very exciting because it is the farthest I have ever got in the past of me trying to study Japanese out of the 3 attempts I've done. So this is the first time we've gotten past about like the 3 week mark. I think we're pretty much there. So, I mean, we're going to keep going strong on these and we're going to keep getting better and better. And the nice thing about these vlogs that I'm doing, they're very repetitive and I'm doing a lot of the same things over and over again, but I just think it's so cool to put out there the process as actually learning the material that you're trying to put out there. I mean, there's so many videos on YouTube of like, oh, I learned this language so fast and like learn language in 24 hours or 1 year. And it's like, it seems so easy when you watch those videos, but when you actually have to sit down after work, after your workouts, when there's not a lot of time left in the evening and just kind of dial in and get it done, I think it's very motivating, at least for myself. So it's going to be really cool one day where, say like 2-3 years down the line where, I could actually start making conversational Japanese. I could look back to one of these videos and have me pronunciating these practice quizzes or these practice questions, and it sounds absolutely horrible. So we're going to get it pretty good before and after. And I think going forward, I'll probably have maybe month updates of the progress, what's worked, what hasn't worked so far, and make those a little bit more in-depth videos so that way we have recaps of everything that's going on. And then we'll do maybe like every half of the year and every year updates. So that's our plan for the video so far. We're going to keep the workouts going because I think it is very important to show that you do have balance. I mean, yes, while you are learning a language, it is going to take a lot of time in the evening. But also, if you could balance your time right, you could also include, being healthy, eating right, going to the gym. And on top of this, I still have time in the evening to relax and watch some TV. I mean, typically I'm getting my Japanese stuff done by like 7:30, 7:45. And well, I guess if you're not like a late night owl like myself who goes to bed at 11:30, 12, maybe not so much. But I mean, I'm still getting a solid 3 to 4 hours of just relaxed time and hanging out. So, I mean, if you manage your time right and you don't procrastinate and get in the, the doomsday of like scrolling over and over and over again, I mean, it's definitely manageable. But we're done with all the yapping. We're going to get into our Japanese, knock an hour out, get some progress done, and then we're going to relax for the rest of the evening. So let's get after it. Just wrapped up our grammar section, kanji section, and katakana section. So kanji, we added on 15 kanji this time, which seems like a lot throughout the day, but it's not just 15 kanji. Typically, it's like 5 to 8 different mnemonics that you need to learn, or the symbols of each kanji to make them up. So, I mean, for those go a little bit quicker, and plus I've gotten to level 5 in Wani Kani before, and right now I'm on level 2, so a lot of these are coming back to me really quickly. So if you see me blow through like 15 at a time, it's not because I'm trying to overload myself, it's just I'm already so familiar with them that the second I see the symbol at the bottom, I'm like, I know Jinko means artificial, or I know Jinko means population. So just makes it a little bit easier for me to get a little bit farther in my kanji compared to taking the 5 like each a day, just because I know I'm already gonna know them. So we got that done. What we're gonna do now is do our practice today. So in the back of the workbook here, I don't know if you guys can see this, but we have this passage that we're gonna practice saying out loud. So a student writes about his daily routine. Read the passage and find out about his schedule and fill in the blanks below. So I'm gonna read it out and then I'm gonna translate it. So, watashi wa mainichi 10時に起きます. So I wake up every day at, oh wait, no, that's not 10時. That's shichiji at 7 o'clock. So it'll be watashi wa mainichi shichiji ni okimasu. So I wake up every day at 7 o'clock. Uchi de uchi de asagohan o tabemasu. Uchi de asagohan o tabemasu. So that means at the house, that's the location. You put the day particle because that's where it's taking place. Uchi de, at the house. Asagohan, that's breakfast. So uchi de asagohan, breakfast, I eat tabemasu. So I'm eating breakfast in the morning at the house. So 8時に大学へ行きます. Oh, 大学. Oh, okay. So it'll be 8時に大学へ行きます. So at 8 o'clock, I go to school. So this one threw me off a bit because you have the particle ni and you have the particle e, and you could interchange them. So e is for like an action of going somewhere. So I always need to remember that ni and e could be used together and not turned into a word. So he's saying at 8 o'clock, I go to school. And then we have, what is this here? 9時に日本語を勉強します. At 9 o'clock, I study Japanese. 11時半に大学昼ご飯を食べます. Okay, so let's break this down. This one's a long one. So 12時半. Okay, so 12時半に. So that's saying 11:30, 12時半に大学で the college. So 12時に大学で at 12:30 at the college. Hiru gohan, which is lunch, o tabimasu. So I eat lunch at that time. So tokidoki kohi o nomimasu, or tokidoki kohi o nomimasu. So sometimes I drink coffee. So tokidoki is an adjective. You put it either before the verb or before the direct object. So you could say tokidoki kahio nomimasu, or you could say kahio tokidoki nomimasu. Either one works, but he's saying sometimes I drink coffee. So we're on to the next one. Yoji ni toshokan de hon o yomimasu. Okay, so this one's saying at 4 o'clock at the library, I read a book. So hon is book. So one more time. Yoji ni toshokan de hon o yomimasu. And then we have this next one, rokuji ni goru. Oh wait. Okay, I see. Rokuji goru uchi e kairimasu. So this one, they don't really have a particle there, which I don't know why they don't have a particle there, because in this one they have so they're saying at like 6 o'clock, around 6 o'clock. So goru is around. So rokuji goru. Typically you would put a ni there, the ni particle for a time reference. So if I were to rewrite that, I would say rokuji goru ni uchi e kairimasu. So house is uchi. So around 6 o'clock, I go back to the house. Then we have the next sentence. Juji ni terebi o mimasu. At 10 o'clock, I watch TV. Ju ichiji goru nemasu. So around 11 o'clock, I go to bed. So that's pretty much what they said in that sentence there. So that's going to be the practice we're going to go through for the day. That's kind of where I'm at on my Japanese. I'm going to spend a little bit more time on my Anki decks on my phone, so you guys won't be able to see that. But that's pretty much it for the evening. I got maybe 25 more minutes of writing down my new vocabs for the day, going through them, using them in sentences, doing some speaking practices, some listening practices, and then I'm going to get dinner together and watch some TV. So, pretty productive day, and all we could do is just get right back at it tomorrow. So I'll catch y'all then.